All right, welcome all in, everyone. This is the Laptophound Daily Final. Yes, comes around every 24 hours. How quickly we have another final only on YouTube for the few people that might be tuning in. Welcome in. Laptophound here, mainly streaming on Twitch, but like to stream on YouTube once in a while. If you're here, if you're in the chat, say hello. We've got an epic final here today. And again, I did post the Google form for your chance at winning 10 packs right there in the chat. Click on that, fill that form out, and you might be the only one to fill it out because I'm not on Twitch right now. You might be the only one. So fill that out and you might have 10 packs coming your way for predicting the right winner. Okay, let's get to it. Let's show you the two finalists and what teams they're fielding today in the Laptop Town Daily Tournament. Lap Pound Lap Daily. Here we go. This is what we have. Let's make my picture a little smaller. There we go. We can see more screen. Today we have the Mill Basin Yankees, who often are in this tournament and progress pretty good in the tournament. Often see them in the quarterfinals, the final 16. And they're going up against the Oceano Otters, team I don't see too often in the final 8 or the final 4. But here they are today, battling it out on this day in February and looking to reign supreme. So as I always do, I always kind of show you the first game results so that you don't have to fill out the form right away. You get a little bit of a peek at who wins game number 1. Yesterday, the team that won the tournament lost game number 1, so it's not a for sure thing. Let's see how that game 1 went. It was a 7-5 victory for the Otters. So the Otters winning 7-5. So we got about 7 more minutes before I close the form off. And yeah, the Otters 3-1, 3 victories, 1 loss for Jenowich, and Kent Merker takes the loss, 3-2 for the Yankees. So we're going to analyze the team, but to give you a little bit of information on how we got here, so you know in terms of maybe how tired these teams are, and before you make your final predictions. The Blue Hornets defeated the Knights 4-2 in the quarterfinals, and those Otters that made the finals defeated the Mice. Otters are better than Mice, defeating them 4-2. The Detroiters also won their quarterfinal match against the Pirates, the team that knocked me out today. And in the last quarterfinal, it was the Mill Basin Yankees defeating Makadkar's team, so they move on. In the semifinals, we had both series go 6. The Otters defeated the Blue Hornets, and the Mill Basin Yankees defeated the Detroiters. So neither team had a rest because both series finished in 6 games. They go directly to the finals. And again, you see game 1 of the finals, 7-5, high-scoring affair, 12 runs, and 5 pitchers used in total. Joel Youngblood is the MVP of this game for the Otters. So again, in the chat here, guys, if you want to fill out the form, you've got a few more minutes to fill that out. And if no one fills it out, well, we just don't give out those free packs today. Let's take a look at the lineups for both teams. Again, welcome in. Before maybe I show you that, if you're new to the chat, if you're new to the stream, let me show you what this is all about. This is an Out of the Park Baseball 24 lower level tournament. That means only the lower level cards, the bronze cards, the iron cards. Those are the cards that you have to play with in the tournament. You draft them, so you have a selection of cards to choose from, and I'll do my draft at the end of the World Series here. And then I track, because it was, I'm honored that it was named after my stream, the Laptophound stream. I track all the top 4 finishers every day. And at the end of the month, OOTP is kind enough to award 20 packs to the team that has the most points. How do you get points? Well, you get 4 points for finishing first, 3 points for finishing second, 2 for finishing third, and 1 for finishing fourth. and those points accumulate over time. And you'll see our leaderboard here. The Knights have 5 points. They have 1 second place and 1 third place finish. And then we have our daily winners, the Ghost Ships, Team Oklahoma, the Thunder, Ricky Wants to Play Baseball, and the Michigan Wolves, all with 4 points each. And then we got the other teams that have accumulated at least 1 point. So that's how you can win 20 packs. To win 5 packs, all you have to do is place at some point in the month, place in the top 4. Your name will go on the wheel, and you have a chance to win 5 random packs. So again, that is kind of the format of this tournament, giving a little bit of love, streaming those lower level cards. And I'm not doing it on Twitch all the time because, again, there are other streamers on Twitch. I don't want to cut into their time and have to divide up the users. So we're just going to do it on YouTube, once in a while on Twitch, and let the chips fall where they may. So what do we got going on here? Well, let's take a look at your opening lineups, your pitching lineups for both teams, starting with Mill Basin, run by Rich Rock 0000. They've got a card I don't see too often. This exclusive Gus Crock card, who looks pretty good. I'm going to have to start keeping an eye out for him. These exclusive pitching cards in bronze usually have a pretty good record. Number 2, Steady Fast, one of these guys that has been good for months and months and months, Dave McNally. Kind of just now starting out of the meta, but you wouldn't think that based on his 6-0 record in this tournament. Number 5 pitcher is Greg Harris, or their number 3 pitcher is Greg Harris. He is 3-2. Their number 4 slot is Kent Merker, 65 overall Kent Merker. He is 3-2 in the tournament. And finally, in the number 5 slot is Jared Parker. And again, none of these pitchers had any rest because they went right from the semifinals into the finals. You only get days off if your round finishes before the other rounds or the other teams playing in that same round. Let's go check out Oceano. Starting pitchers, they got one of the best, Dontrell Willis, 68 baseball reference 4 card. They also have Joe Geenwich. He is currently 3-1. Their number 3 pitcher is Nixie Callahan. Nixie, who is tournament MVP of the quarterfinals. Nixie 3-2. Number 4, they've got Big Jeff Pfeffer. Oh yeah, Big Jeff Pfeffer with that low control. Got a 1-2 record. And finally, number 5, they've got Bob Trowbridge. Bob Trowbridge, 2-0, the number 5 pitcher. May not get as many starts as the others, depending on days off. So those are your pitcher lineups. Again, we're going to give you 2 more minutes to fill out the form if you want a chance at winning 10 standard packs, but only a couple more minutes. I did show you the result of Game 1. Game 1 did go to the Otters. They won 7-5. So, take that what you will. This will not be a 4-game sweep. It is going to go at least 5 games. You decide who that final winner is going to be. In terms of the hitting, the power that these guys have. First of all, for Oceano, catching, they've got Chris Canzanero. We got Jose Molina at first base. They got the good Bob Horner and the Fred McGriff at second base. Wow, they rock it in the infield. Brock Holt, Nico Goodrum, Greg Gagne, King Kelly, Red Shannon. And in the outfield, they got Ballantine, Jake Powell, Jim Eisenreich, Austin Jackson, Jimmy Ryan, and Joel Youngblood. This is almost as good of a lineup that you can get. They've assembled a really good lineup here. Philo, excellent job, Phil. And the other team in here, the Mill Basin Yankees. They got Walker Cooper, Aussie Schreckers Gost, Billy Butler, Jed Lowry, Mac Eggleston, Jose Vizcaino, Kevin Stalker, Hunter Renfroe, JoJo White, Luke Williams, Albert Amora Jr., Eddie Milner, Omar Moreno, and Bobby Abreu. So that's what we're looking at for our pitchers and our hitters. We are about to get to game 2, so I'm going to close off the form in about 15 seconds here, just before we load up the second game. So if you're filling it out, fill out quickly, because we're going to close that off any second here. All right, closing off the form very, very soon. Okay, the form is closed off. We are ready to roll with today's second game. Again, February 1st, Cavicom 1, February 2nd. Again, we're keeping track every day of February. We're streaming as much as we can, all the finals. So here again is your place card here for Oceano and Mill Basin. Right, let me boot up the game for game number 2. So much going on. We got the EVCs pop-up tournament. We have league play going on, many other tournaments going on. If you want to purchase the game, use the code in the bottom of the screen here in the I guess they call it the notes or something of the video. Should get 10% off, or just go to OOTPdevelopments.com, OOTPdevelopments.com to pick up your version of the game. Only $19.99 right now. All right, game 2 is in. Let's go and check out the highlights. Mill Basin and Oceano. I don't believe either of these teams have won this tournament yet, so we could have a first-time winner. Mill Basin has placed a few times, but I don't know if they've actually won it. Greg Harris on the mound. And we only watch the highlights. We don't watch the full game, just to kind of speed things up a little bit. The Otters lead off game number 2 with a single. We jump ahead now to the second inning. We got runners on second and third, 2 out. Jose Molina at the plate, and he drives one. Jose, can you see that home run ball hit into almost the second deck of the gallery? And like that, we got a 3-0 lead for the Otters. He cranked that one. We go now to the bottom of the 4th. The Otters add a run in the 3rd to make it 4-0. And now we get to see Mill Basin bat a little bit. Walker Cooper at the plate. Cooper drives that one into the gap. That's going to go to the bullpen wall there. Season tickets, 888-123-212-0000 on the sign. And that's going to score the first run for Mill Basin. In fact, they get 2 runs on that play. And Luke Williams can bring them within 1. Big Jeff Pfeffer struggling a little bit here in the 4th inning. Runner tags and runner scores. There you go. It is 3-0 this inning for Mill Basin. Of course, they're still behind by 1 run. Bob Horner in the top of the 5th. We got the Otters batting now. And this Bob Horner card, if you guys are in this tournament or decide to play in this tournament and you pass up on Bob Horner, I'm going to question you and say, what are you doing? Bob Horner is one of the best 10 hitting cards in this game for this tournament. So let's see if he can prove me right here. Second and third, 1 out. Horner drives that one, and I told you, folks, I said he is a good card. 1 run comes in, 2 runs come in, and the Otters regain a 3-run lead. It is now 6-3. We're heading to the bottom of the 5th. Kevin Stocker, he's gonna drop that one into center field. Runners on first and second. Tying run at the plate in the form of Mac Eggleston, who for Mill Basin is playing third base, but he can pretty much play anywhere. He's one of those cards that has a lot of versatility. Eggleston to short, over to second for the force out. and that's going to put runners on the corner for Walker Cooper. Big Jeff Pfeffer looks in for the sign. Here comes the pitch. First pitch of the at-bat. Cooper gets that one past the infield. One run will come in. Second runner is heading to third and safe. A double by Walker Cooper, and Mill Basin pulls within two. Eddie Milner at the plate. One swing of the bat can give Mill Basin the lead. Yankees up against the Otters. Milner into the gap. That is going to be the third out, and Mill Basin scores one within two. Seventh inning stretch time, which means Laptophound gets to take a drink. You're tuning in to Game 2 of the Laptophound World Series. Mill Basin down one game and down 2 runs as we head to the bottom of the 7th. Big Jeff Pfeffer still in the game. Starting to wear down a little bit. That's his 5th walk of the game. And now again, Mill Basin has the chance to tie it up. Kevin Stalker, you want to draft this guy too. If you see this Kevin Stalker card, take him. That one over to second for one, but they cannot turn the double play. So Stalker into a fielder's choice, which will end the inning soon after with no more runs. And we head to the top of 9. The Otters, Jose Molina, who cranked one in the second inning. And again, he delivers with a base hit to lead off the 9th. Charlie Huff into the game now for Mill Basin and the Yankees. Jim Eisenreich at the plate. Eisenreich delivers. That one's going to fall into left field. Runner advances. No, runner is held up at second. Wise choice. The Otters, though, cannot score in the top of the 9th. If you've never played out of the park baseball before, it is a simulation game where once a game is done, you can watch the whole game replay, or you can watch just the highlights. And when you watch the highlights, the game will decide how to move the game along and which highlights they want you to watch. So in this case, we didn't get to see the end of that inning. We're pushed all the way to the bottom of the 9th. Billy Butler leading things out off against Hal Schumacher. Here comes the pitch by Schumacher. Butler right into short. Oh, that escapes the shortstop. I think, who was that for the Otters? That was King Kelly with the, not an error. They don't charge him with an error. I guess they give Butler the hit. Here we go. JoJo White can tie this up, or he can strike out. And in this case, he strikes out. Jed Lowry with one out in the 9th. Deep fly ball. Center fielder tracks it for out number 2. 1 on, 2 out, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Bottom of the 9th inning. And that will do it. A strikeout. And the Mill Basin Yankees are now down 2-0. Let's take a look at our box score for the game. The Otters, who I showed you their lineup a little bit earlier, they've got a heck of a lineup. Like they are the favorites to win this. When you can field the meta cards of Goodrum, Horner, Holt, and then you've got the backup, good players in terms of Powell and Youngblood and Eisenreich. They're good. They are good. So Big Jeff Pfeffer evens his record to 2-2. Harris takes the loss. Greg at 3-3. Jose Molina is your player of the game. And yeah, with that 3-run shot. And here's a 40 level card. Now you saw his home run. And look at his track record here. He's got 8 hits in 5 games. And he is the lowest rated card you can have in the game. You can't get any lower than 40. If I was in the game, it would still be a 40 because you can't get any lower. You don't see a lot of green. You see no blue. You see red, orange, yellow. And this guy has had 14 hits in the tournament, 8 in his last 5 games. He was MVP of round of the semifinals. He's hot. Even though he's only hitting 212 for the tournament, he's cranked it up for these last couple of rounds. So yeah, a 40 level card who has power of 47 cranks a 3-run home run to propel the Otters to a Game 2 victory. So Game 3 is almost on deck here. Game 3 for Mill Basin, we're going to have Jared Parker, who's 2-3. And for the Otters, it's going to be Bob Trowbridge, who's their number 5 pitcher, and he's currently 2-0. Big game, huge game here. I mean, if the Yankees lose this, it's pretty much done. It's hard to come back in this tournament from 3-0. If the Yankees can win it, anything's possible. All right, let's go and download the latest game. Otters, Yankees, game number 4. Game number 4? No, we're not that far ahead. We're game number 3. By the way, I'm Laptophound. I mainly stream on Twitch. Done a lot of OOTP videos. 400 videos on my YouTube channel. Yes, yesterday was the 400th video. 400, yeah, and counting. Okay, here we go. Game number 3 should be in. Let me just double check it. It is. So we are going to go to the highlights without any spoilers. Mill Basin, Oceano, game number 3 of the finals. Here we go. Moreno to lead it off, and he attempts a bunt to lead off the game. Sneaky little play there. And we go all the way to the 4th inning. So there's no action in the first 3 innings. 1 hit for Mill Basin, no hits for the Otters, and quite the pitchers duel so far. Billy Butler at the plate for Mill Basin, and the Yankee drives that one into center field, and that's going to move the runner from first to third. The throw is not in time, and with 2 out, we have runners on the corner for Kevin Stalker. Remember how I said this Kevin Stalker is pretty good? Well, let's see if he can deliver. He drives that one into center, and that'll be the 3rd out of the inning. So probably would have been a tag-up score if there was less than 2 outs, but Mill Basin cannot take advantage, and they need to, down 2-0 in the series. All right, we go to bottom of 4, 2 out, 1 on for Joel Youngblood, the former Expo Met, and he drives one to the wall. That is likely going to score a run, and Youngblood on the throw-in is gunned down at 3rd. He is out, but a run will score, and it is 1-0 for the Otters. Top of 5, Hunter Renfroe at the plate. Walker Cooper on first, nobody out, and that one is with authority. That goes to the wall. Hunter Renfroe goes to second, runner goes to third, and Cooper on third, Renfroe on second, and bases loaded. We have our first grand slam. Jared Parker, the pitcher. Nobody out. This is a tough situation. You got no one out and the pitcher up. It's almost like just swing at everything, strike out, because we don't want you hitting into a double play. But let's see what Jared Parker can do. The DH is off, so the pitcher's hit. Here he goes. Oh, he slaps that one into right field. Congratulations, Jared Parker. You have scored the first run of the game for Mill Basin. It is 1-1. Still nobody out. Could be a big inning here for the Yankees. Omar Moreno up against Trowbridge. Moreno to short. They come home for 1, and they can't get the lead runner or the runner going to first. So they take the force out at home. 1 away. Luke. I have a feeling about Luke. Luke, I think, is going to do something here. Tie game. Bases loaded. Luke Williams. Williams drives that one into center field. One run comes in. Second runner is coming home. Home out. Oh. Again, the Yankees with their aggressive base running doesn't pay off. Two base runners thrown out, trying to extend their base running. But they do get the lead. It is 2-1 as we head to the bottom of the fifth, and Jake Powell takes a walk. Parker with the walk to Powell, and now he faces Greg Gagne, not known for his bat, more so known for his defense. Gagne strikes out. One away, one out, no one on for Brock Holt. Bottom of six. Oceano trying to tie things up. And Brock Holt delivers, as he usually does in this tournament. I've talked about Bob Horner. I've talked about Kevin Stalker. This guy, Brock Holt, you got to take. Speaking of Horner, he's up to bat now. He drives that one into right field, and that will do it for Horner. 2 out, runner on second base for Nico Goodrum. Ooh, Goodrum with the good eye. Good eye, Goodrum. It's going to put a runner on first and second. Joel Youngblood looking to tie things up in the bottom of the sixth. Youngblood, and he delivers past the third baseman. Runner is looking to come home. A gun to the plate, and the catcher mishandles it, and one run will score. And the Otters, with a 2-0 series lead, have now tied the game at 2. Freddie McGriff. Easy play for the first baseman. That'll get Mill Basin out of the inning, tied at 2. We go to top of 7. Hunter Renfroe. The collar starting to tighten a little bit over Mill Basin because they cannot afford to lose this game. And Hunter Renfroe does his job and gets on base. Jose Vizcaino at the plate. He bunts it over. Mill Basin looking to play a little small ball here. Omar Moreno now with runners on first and second with one out. And more for Omar. One run will come in. 2 runs will come in. Omar Moreno safe at third with the triple. And it's 4-2. Mill Basin. Kevin Stalker with the bases loaded. Can he add to the run total here? Stalker takes a walk. Stock with a walk. Laptophound trademarked 2024. 5-2 as we head to the top of the 8th now. Runner on first. Omar Moreno back at the plate. He tripled last at bat. This one is an infield single. So Mill Basin looking to add some insurance, and they do not as we go to the bottom of 8, and Jimmy Ryan. First time we've seen Jimmy Ryan in this tournament at the plate. Jimmy Ryan takes a ball low. Mill Basin Yankees. Making it interesting. Brock Holt. Can he keep things going? No, he strikes out. A rare strikeout for Brock Holt. Usually he's money. He has money in this tournament, and we go to the top of the 9th. Eric King in for the Otters. Abreu up to the bat for the Yankees. Abreu over the gasoline sign into the third row, and we've got a 6-2 game for the Yankees. And now we head to the bottom of 9, 2 out, and they're letting their pitcher. They're bringing in a pitcher to pinch hit. Chat, what's going on? What's up with the Otters? A pitcher, Dontrell Willis, to pinch hit with a runner on third? Could this be a genius move? Not quite. Roller to shortstop, over to first. Game number 3 is in the books, and the Mill Basin Yankees are not going to give up as they score a 6-2 victory. 6 runs on 9 hits, 1 error for the Yankees. 2 runs, 5 hits, no errors for the Otters. Your player of the game is Jared Parker. Jared Parker goes 6 inning, giving up 2 earned runs. Trowbridge will take his first loss of the tournament. And home runs, Bobby Abreu. You saw that home run there late in the game. Other than that, we had 3 hits for Joel Youngblood for the Otters and 2 hits for Luke Williams and Omar Moreno for your Mill Basin Yankees. So that brings the finals to a 2-1 score for Oceano. They win game 1 7-5. They win game 2 6-4. Mill Basin comes back to win 6-2 in game 3. And now we're heading to a showdown between Mill Basin's number 1 pitcher, Gus Kroc, who's 2-1. And he's going to go up against Nixie Callahan, who was the tournament MVP of the quarterfinals, and he is currently with a 3-2 record. Let's take a quick look at the fatigue. First of all, for Mill Basin, yeah, they're pretty exhausted. And for the Otters are they're pretty tired too. 2 teams making it to the finals. They're going to be worn out a little bit. Hitter-wise, the Otters, again, are getting very tired. And the Yankees, much fresher. So I'm going to give the edge to the Yankees now. They won game 3. All they need to do is win game 4, and then they've got the rest advantage, and they may just come back and win this. We will find out as we head to game number 4. Welcome in. If you're in the chat, say hi if you can. You may not be able to, depending on the device that you're on. Laptophound here, streaming exclusively on YouTube, as I don't want to interfere with the Twitch streamers going right now. 1985 environment, no DH, 26 players, all with cards rated 69 or lower. All right, game number 4 is in. Will it be Mill Basin tying up the finals 2-2, or will it be the Otters taking a 3-1 lead? This is probably the most important game of the tournament because it could swing things one way or the other. Here we go, top of the first inning, leading it off, JoJo White, who strikes out for Mill Basin. All right, Nixie Callahan off to a good start for the Otters as we go to the top of the 4th. The game moves us to the 4th. No runs in the first 3 innings. 2 hits for the Yankees, 1 hit for the Otters. Quite the pitcher matchup here. But now Nixie Callahan in a little bit of trouble. Luke Williams at the plate with 2 out. And he gets out of it. We head now to the bottom of the 4th. Same situation, but this time for the Otters. Otters have runner on first and second. King Kelly at the plate. Fred McGriff at second base. Red Shannon at first. Gus Kroc on the mound. King Kelly delivers a shot that is going to be caught by the right fielder, and they cannot take advantage. So both teams had runners on in the 4th. Neither team scores, and now we're all the way to the 6th inning. 0s and 3s on the board. Same box score, 0-3-0. Top of 6, Callahan against Billy Butler. Butler drives that one in. He's going to get a single there over to center field. Mill Basin with a runner on. Full count to Mac Eggleston. Eggleston, oh, what a grab and an out by that shortstop, a donut, Greg Gagne with a defensive gem. That prevents probably a run from scoring. It does move Butler to second, but there is 1 out now. Omar Moreno takes a walk. Nixie Callahan, his day might be done quickly here because he's starting to fall apart. Jose Vizcaino with 1 out. Make that 2. Albert Almora Jr. is coming in, a pinch hitter. Nixie with the pitch, and the pinch hitter delivers. That is going to score at least one run. Here comes the play at the plate, safe. And the Yankees, down one game, are now up 1-0. OC, runners on the corner, 2 out, and OC cannot deliver. Okay, we go to top of 7. The Otters cannot get anything in the bottom of the 6th, so we're in the 7th inning, 1 on, 1 out. Jed Lowry at the plate, and Jed, this isn't the Beverly Hillbillies, Jed. This is Jed Lowry. He's going to bring in the second run of the game with a triple, and it is 2-0 Mill Basin. And they're looking to add more with the bases loaded. Omar Moreno, Nixie Callahan still in the game. And he walks in the third run. Nixie, time to take a seat, young man. Time to take a seat. Gus Kroc still pitching well, 4 hits for the Otters. Gus is still in the game. Bottom of 8 for Jim Eisenreich. 4 hits only for the Otters. Make that 5 as Eisenreich down the line into the corner. At least a double. He's going for 3, and he makes it with the triple. Otters needed that. They need some runs here. Jimmy Ryan, can he deliver the first RBI for the Otters? And he will. That's going to fall in front of the center fielder. That's going to bring in Eisenreich, and it is 3-1. A little bit of a rally going here. Goodrum, a shot. That is going to move the runner to second. And all of a sudden, the Otters have a chance to take the lead with Brock Holt. Holt swings at a bad pitch over to second for 1. Fielder's choice, 1 away, but runners on the corner. Okay, Freddie McGriff. If you're down by 2 and 2 runners are on, wouldn't you like Freddie McGriff at the plate? Well, are we going to get the Braves McGriff? Are we going to get the Blue Jays McGriff? Which McGriff are we going to see here? We're going to see a McGriff that might get an RBI. Are they going to test the arm? We can't tell. The cameras are off a little bit. They do not test the arm of the outfielder. JoJo White keeps the runners on first and third. Well, Otters, this is, I think, your last chance. You got Red Shannon, runners on first and third, a tired Gus Kroc, and he strikes out. The threat for the Otters is done. We go to the bottom of the 9th. Last chance. Mill Basin Yankees can even up the series. Kel Eldred on for the save. 2 wins, 2 losses. Struck out 11 in 19 innings. And make that struck out 12. Jake Powell, 2 outs, 9th inning. And another strikeout. And Kel Eldred with the power behind the arm. Kel Eldridge would lead the Mill Basin Yankees to a 3-1 victory. Here is your box score. Gus Kroc is your player of the game. This is an exclusive card in bronze. I'm going to start looking for this card when I start to draft my team. 3-1, pitched very well. Eldred with 9 saves. A lot of people will use this card as a starter, but the Yankees are using it as a closer. And good decision. Got 9 saves in the tournament, 2.61 ERA. He's got 14 strikeouts, only 8 walks. So he's turning out to be a pretty effective closer. Hitting wise, no home runs for either team. We had 2 hits for Nico Goodrum for the Otters, and just single hits for the Basin, but it was enough to get them done, get them the win. So looking at our overall tree here, or coverage, Otters win the first 2, Yankees win games 3 and 4. We head back to Mill Basin. Wow, this is a matchup. This should not be a high scoring game. Dontrell Willis going up against fan favorite Dave McNally. McNally is 6-0. Record in this tournament for wins by a pitcher is 8 by Cliff Lee. Dave McNally is looking to get to 7. All right. Sim is in. Take it off the screen to avoid any spoilers. And let's download that sim. Welcome in, everyone. If you're just tuning in, again, normally I don't stream just on YouTube, but because other streamers are on Twitch right now, want to respect their time and their streaming shows, I am here on YouTube just to kind of get this lap daily done. Every day I want to try and stream this to showcase some of the lower level cards, and we'll see who can take a game 5. Bob Horner, Brock Holt. We've got Omar Moreno. We've got JoJo White, Dave McNally. We've got all the stars of the lower levels here. Taking a little while for the sim to come in. They were working on the servers, the cloud, a little bit earlier today. I think they should be done. The Black Aces NHL podcast will be coming up at 9:30 on Twitch and on YouTube. So if you enjoy hockey, you might want to check that out. All right, game 5 is in. Game 5 is in. Let's go to the highlights. 2-2. Otters, Yankees. Again, this is Out of the Park Baseball 24. If you've never heard of it, go to OOTPdevelopments.com. OOTP developments.com. You can find out all the information about this sim game. They have a hockey version of the game too. And I'm warning you now, if you download it and you love baseball and you love statistics, you're going to get hooked. And maybe we'll see your team on this stream someday. Here we go. Let's get it fired off. McNally against Willis. And there's the first out of game number 5. Here in the chat, say hi. Say hi, Lap. Feeling a little bit lonely here. I'm lonely. Didn't Roy Orbison say that? Well, McNally is in a little bit of trouble in the first inning. Runners on first and second, Youngblood up, and Youngblood gets that by the third baseman, and that's going to score 1 run. And all of a sudden, we've got a 1-0 game for the Otters, looking to rebound after 2 straight losses. Speaking of Willis, he's up to bat in the 4th inning. Bases loaded. What do you do here, coach? Do you bunt? Do you squeeze bunt? Probably not. Let's see. Dontrell Willis swings away. Is that going to be deep enough to score a run? Here comes the throw home, and it is cut off. Runners do not advance. They don't want to test the arm of Bobby Abreu, which I understand. 2 out now, big at bat for McNally. If he can get out of this inning, that's going to give such a boost to his team. Jim Eisenreich at the plate, 2-2 count. Eisenreich, Eisenreich delivers a grand slam, and we've got a 5-0 game. From a 2-2 series and a 1-0 lead, the Otters have blown this open, and they get to bat again in the 5th inning. Dave McNally gives up another shot, this time to Bob Horner down the left field line, just inside the foul pole. And Bob Horner bobbing his way down the base paths, touching home plate, and it's 6-0. Bottom of 5, Mac Eggleston. Dontrell Willis gives up a shot of his own over the lemon soda sign. Eggleston, the round tripper, 356 feet. It is 6-1. And the game says that's enough. That is enough. We're not going to torture you any longer. We're going to take you to the bottom of the ninth with 2 out, nobody on. Elmora Jr. Willis looking for the complete game, and he will get it. Dontrell Willis gives Dave McNally his first loss of the series, of the entire tournament. McNally just comes up with a dud today. Mind you, the Grand Slam plays a big part in that. One bad pitch. 6 runs, 6 earned runs for Dave McNally. He goes to 6-1. Dontrell Willis improves his record to 3-1. He is your player of the game. Home runs for Mac Eggleston for the Yankees, and for the Otters, home runs for Horner, Eisenreich, and a couple hits for Bob Horner, a couple hits for Joel Youngblood. For the Yankees, they don't get much, only 4 hits on the day, and no player with more than 1. Well, that's going to take us to game number 6. Now we're in a must-win situation for the Yankees. Back and forth. 2 games to the Otters, 2 games for the Yankees, game 5 to the Otters. This could be it. We could have our final done in 3 minutes' time. Let's take a look at some of our statistical leaders. We got Roberto Clemente with the best average at 403, 11 home runs for Henry Rodriguez. He's not even in the finals. Or is he? No, he's not in the finals. They lost out in the semis. Your WAR leader is from the Yankees, Mac Eggleston. And in terms of some of our pitching leaders, we got Dave McNally with 6 wins. We just saw him in the last game. Kel Eldred has 9 saves for the Yankees. A strikeout leader is going to be Dontrell Willis, who we just saw pitch. He currently has 61 strikeouts to lead the way. And your pitcher WAR leader is a different Dontrell Willis. This one from Sporer's Detroiters. So he currently has a WAR of 1.9. He's tied with Jonas Gaines and Corey Kluber. So those are your top pitchers. Before we get to what could be the last game, we got to take a look on how these teams got here. I lost out 4-1 in round 1, but we're not focusing on my team. We're looking at the Yankees and the Otters. And this is just, again, how amazing it can be when you barely win round 1. You have to go 7 games and you have to score 3 in the 8th. It could have been completely different. That's how fine and close these tournaments can be. So they take out the Washington Park Rangers in the first round. And our other team, the Otters. Where are you, Otters? You must be near the top here. They cakewalk. They beat the Weasel News Sports Desk 4-0 in round 1. In round 2, we have the New York team, or the Yankee team, somewhere here. They win 4-1. And the Otters go 7 against the B-Town Nasty Boys. B-Town Nasty Boys lose a close one. Going extras. Once again, this is how close it can be. We have a team in the finals, and the Otters had to score 2 in the 8th to tie it, and then they score 1 in the 12th to win it. Could have very easily have been the Nasty Boys. Round 3. What do we got here? We got Oceano winning 4 games to 1, so they had an easy round 3. And Mill Basin, not too bad. They took out the Firebirds 4-2. Quarterfinals, we had the Otters winning 4-2 and Mill Basin winning 4-2. And then in the semis, the Otters win 4-2 over the Blue Hornets and the Yankees win 4-2 over the Detroiters. So that's how we've got to where we are. We are currently about to go to game number 6. And the Otters looking to close it out. Let's find out if they do that. All right. We are on to game number 6. Just seeing if it's simmed yet. Not yet. I'm sure if I go back in, it should be there. Yep, it has simmed. So let's find out. Yesterday, we did go game 7 with the Michigan Wolves coming out victorious in game number 7. And here, we will find out shortly. We got a matchup of Kent Merker going for the Yankees up against Genewich for the Otters. Will the Otters get to celebrate on home turf? First out of the game, we go to the top of the first. Runner on third base for Kevin Stalker. And Stalker's going to deliver our first RBI. Runner will score from third. Stalker with the single. And the Yankees get a much-needed early lead as they look to tie up the series. As we go to the bottom of the first now, and the Otters are threatening. Nico Goodrum, though, strikes out to end the first inning. Top of 2, OC looking to drive in Jose Vizcaino. And OC will probably do that. That's going to go to the corner. Here comes the runner from second, scoring easily. And we've got a double for the Yankees and a 7-1 lead. 7. Usually when you watch the highlights, they show you a little bit more. You know, they could have showed the second inning, the third inning, the fifth inning, but they have jumped us all the way to inning number 8. Mill Basin does not want this series to end. Don Sutton on the mound. Sutton delivers an Omar Moreno deep to the gap. That's going to hit the PISD sign with a little ducky on it. It's got a little ducky on it. And we've got a triple. White will score. It is 9-1. And thank goodness they have taken us to the 9th inning, because this is a slaughter. The Otters are being slaughtered. This is an Otter slaughter. And I mean that in the nicest way, virtual baseball. Yankees are going to go to a game 7. 2 out, 2 on. Otters are not quite giving up. They're playing this one out, and I got to give them credit. They're not walking away, getting on the bus. They are still throwing pitchers out there and giving up runs, because it is 11-1. And see, this is why I don't get with the highlights. Why do they keep allowing these runs to be shown? It's embarrassing for the Otters. Like, come on, take us to the bottom of the 9th, get the game done, but instead you keep showing us them adding on. And it is now 12-1. Tom McCarthy's coming in and he's going, oh, I don't even have to try. I'm the mop up guy. I'm a little tired. Okay, I'll throw a few pitches, but I'm not really going to try. And that's what you get, Tom, when you don't try. So, Tom, start trying, okay? Because it's 12-2. The folks are tired in the stand. Their home team is losing 12-2. Tom, can you please get this guy out? King Kelly at the plate. And Kelly ends it. And that will be it. Congratulations to the Mill Basin Yankees as they take game 6 on the road. Look at this box score. 12 runs, 20 hits, no errors for the Yankees. 2 runs, 7 hits, no errors for the Otters. Your player of the game is Kent Merker, who goes 8 innings, giving up 1 earned run. Joe Genewich. Is it Joe? It is Joe. 6 earned runs on 13 hits. It was just merciless. Home runs for Joel Youngblood, for the Otters, and for the winning Yankees. They do not get any home runs. They do get a ton of doubles and triples, though. 3 hits for Brock Holt. Brock, you deserve the player of the game for the Otters, and for Mill Basin. 3 hits for Omar Moreno. 3 hits for Kevin Stalker. And every hitter except every single hitter got at least 1 hit, including the one pitcher that came in, Kevin Merker. Well, that sets up a dramatic game 7. And dramatic because there is something on the line. Winner of this tournament every day, they get 2 choice packs. Choice pack is where you have a choice of 12 different cards and at different levels. So the winner is going to get a high diamond tournament batch 1-3 choice pack and a high diamond tournament batch 4-6. They can keep them, they can use them, they can complete missions, they can sell them on the card shop, but it's going to help whichever team gets those packs. The loser, not a bad consolation. They're still going to get choice packs, but they're going to be high diamond or low diamond. Usually they have a lot less value. Well, we are going to game number 7. So again, the winner will get 4 points and they will automatically jump into a tie for second place on the overall leaderboard. Second place will get 3 points. That's going to move them to the 7th and 8th position there. Third place, depending on who wins this tournament, will get 2 points, and then 4th for 1 point. So again, thanks for tuning in. This is the Laptophound Lower Level Leisure Lounge Final Tournament, running every day at around 6 p.m. Eastern, having a little fun and a little exposure to those bronze and iron cards. So giving away packs. If you're here early, you get to fill out a Google form and have a chance to win some packs. The odd time I'll be streaming it on Twitch and YouTube, but most of the time it'll just be on YouTube, just like today. So if you're in the chat, leave a like, drop a little like there. Show a little bit of love. This is my second stream of the day. I'm going on like hour number 4, and I've got another stream with the hockey show a little later tonight. So yeah, go for the Hound. All right, we're about a minute away from the next sim coming in, and that'll be the final sim coming in. While we're waiting on that, let's go check out the EVC. The EVC pop-up tournament. EVC, a fellow affiliate streamer on Twitch, and they've created a pop-up tournament. All players, last name ending in an E, a V, or a C. And currently, I think they're on round number 3 now. Yeah, they're on round number 3. So we're down to 64 teams because we started with 256. And taking a look here, We've got a lot. We got the first three series here tied up at 3. The Mashers, they advanced to round 4. The usual suspects advance. The Clubbers advance. The Barnstormers advance. Kardashians. The Ocean Dolphins. The Palm Bay Wild Riders. Cavabet, Cavacom's tribute from D Block, they advance. The Captains. The Dogs. The Hero Driver Ant Killers. The Roadrunners, Turbo, Berkeley, Worker Bees, Houston, all advanced. So there's quite a few game number 3s or game number 7s that have to go on. Again, winner of that tournament gets an all perfect pack. Every card in the pack will be perfect. Okay, I think it is time. Results should be in. Game 7. Yankees. Otters. Okay, and I have not checked out the score. The tournament is done because regardless of who wins, the tournament is over. It is game 7. Let's bring it up on screen. Let's do this. Cat. We got Big Jeff Pfeffer for the Otters, and we got Greg Harris pitching for the Yankees. Game 7. Game 1 and 2 go to the Otters. Game 3 and 4 to the Yankees. The Otters win game 5. The Yankees win game 6. This one's up for grabs. First at bat, Jim Eisenreich grounds out to second, and there's our first out of the game. We jump to the bottom of the 3rd. No score so far, only 3 hits in the game. Greg Harris pitching for the Yankees and now batting. Probably a bunt. No, he swings away, and that is going to be caught by the left fielder. Runners cannot move. Wasted opportunity. I would have asked him to lay down the bunt there. Well, Omar Moreno, you're up next. Omar gets that past the infield. That's going to go to the wall. One runner comes in. Second runner is going to try to score. Throw to the plate. No throw to the plate. In fact, the throw is to third. And Omar Moreno, he is a triple machine. I'm going to have to start drafting that card because, boy, does that hit triples. And the Yankees are up 3-0 and still batting. Kevin Stalker. He delivers a shot. That's going to land into right field. One run comes in. Here comes the second run. The Yankees, with authority, 5-0. And they're still batting here, but now in the 4th inning, Eric King comes in to relieve Big Jeff Pfeffer, and King gives up a solo shot. And I doubt the Yankees are going to give up this lead. 6-0. Bottom of 5. Yankees batting. Billy Butler at the plate. Be gone. Billy Butler, 376 feet. And what can I say? Game, take us to the 9th inning. And we are in the 9th inning. The Otters, you can see on their lineup card on the left-hand side, they are tired. They did not get any days off in the last couple rounds. Dontrell Willis. They're bringing in a pitcher to pinch hit with 2 out. Charlie Huff, the knuckleballer, delivers. Willis flies out. Congratulations. Big shout out to the Mill Basin Yankees, who celebrate a Game 7 blowout of the Otters. When Mill Basin won, they won big. Greg Harris with the win. He goes to 4-3. Big Jeff Pfeffer takes the loss. And 2 hits for Billy Butler, 3 hits for Luke Williams. And for Oceano, no player has more than 1 hit. Unfortunate. They're up 2-0. They win Game 5. But then 2 blowouts for the Yankees, 12-2 and 9-0. Joel Youngblood is your tournament MVP. Youngblood, and on the losing team, Youngblood is the MVP. So Joel, you did your part, buddy. So here you have it. One final look at the tournament tree in all its glory and the beautiful Mill Basin Yankee logo. They will finish first. The Otters will finish second. And the team that lost to the Yankees, that is the Detroiters, will finish third. And then we have the Beachport Blue Hornets, who will take that 1 point for 4th place. All right, that is going to be a wrap on the final coverage. I always like to draft my team before we end off here. So let's go through, draft off my team for tomorrow. Looks like a hitter's park for home runs. So we're going to look for power hitters and some of the cards we saw today. Whitey Ford and maybe this McGill. You want to prevent home runs. You know what? We're going to go the 2 pitchers here, Whitey Ford and Willie McGill. We're going to go Jonas Gaines. We're going to load up on really good pitchers, and we're going to go Roberto Perez. Going to take the left fielder and Doug DeCinces. Doug's usually a pretty good player in this tournament. I'm pretty confident so far. Well, we saw him play in the finals, so let's take Greg Gagne. And let's see, who else do we need? Don't want to take Yogi, sorry. How was this pitcher? Not very good. Dale Berra doesn't have any power. All right, let's take this reliever, George Murray. Next up, let's go with second baseman Jose Lopez. And someone that doesn't give up a lot of home runs, like Garland Buckeye. Again, this is a home run park. You can see here in the draft rules that very home run heavy. So we want pitchers with high home run suppression that are not likely to give up home runs. So I like Garland. Might give up a few walks. Jeff Suppan, not quite good enough. Bill Hinchman we're going to take. How about you? No, you give up a lot of home runs. How about you? Sam Trott. I got a catcher already. All right, let's go with Jeff Suppan. 6 pitchers. I want at least 10 for 1985. Let's go with Bruce Bochy. And here's Tyler Coven. Tyler Coven usually does pretty good in this tournament, although more in a Babbitt Park. We'll take him anyway. Next up, Brian Goodwin. No one else is jumping out here. This guy doesn't give up a lot of home runs, so let's go with George. Well, we saw Hunter Renfroe in the tournament. We're going to take him, and we're going to take Jake Lamb. We did see this Vizcaino card too, though. Then there's Mitch Williams. That's a lot of wild thing there. And Jake Powell. Ooh. Got some good choices. But we're going to go with those two. Go with the first instinct. Round number 10, we need a first baseman, some pitchers. Yeah, we're pretty good. Edwin Jackson. Ryan Friel we're going to take. And maybe Rebel. There we go. One second here. I'm just okay. Let's finish this off. We're going to go with Bobby Lau. No, I got enough outfielders. Andres Galarraga. Mike Jacobs for sure. Look at that power with Mike Jacobs, 103. And we'll take a picture. Not a very good one, but we need a couple more pictures. I believe 5, 6, 7. Yeah. Any other pictures worth it here? Nope. Rusty Kuntz. Love that card. Here's a card. If you have Rusty Kuntz, you only want him against the lefties because he does very well against the lefties. Look at that. He's like Babe against the lefties. And we'll take Mauricio. 5-7. I need one pitcher and probably a shortstop. Pitcher and a shortstop. Who is my best? Who gives up the least home runs? 61, 45, 45, 58, and 49. Todd Van Poppel. I think, were you my highest at 61? Yes, you were. And then we need a shortstop. Mike Tyson can play short. Kid Eberfield, of course. We'll probably take him. Hawking can play everywhere. Cupid. Hawking or Eberfeld? Versatility or defender? Let's go defender. Gagne and Eberfeld. Because look at Gagne. Like, he's a good shortstop, not much of a hitter. All right, I didn't get Omar Moreno in all his triples, but I think I have a lineup that should get me out of round one. Got a pretty good starting 4 pitchers at least. Let's go set the basic strategy. And let's make sure all our batters have backups. Good, good, good. And I do like to have my pitcher hit 8. Just the thing I like to do. All right, that'll do it for the Laptophound daily coverage today. If you're on Twitch, a lot of people streaming. Go catch Monday Night Baseball. Get your Twitch drops over there. Back again later tonight with the hockey show, and tomorrow morning with my regular show, plus the Laptop Daily Final at 6 p.m. tomorrow. Thank you guys for watching. Laptophound signing out. We're here for a good time, not a long time. So have a good time. The sun can't shine every day. We'll see you next episode.
Every now and then it's gonna rain. We live for a good time, not a long time. So have a good time. The sun can't shine every